I'm Terry Beagley, and joining me today is Ruth Moreau. Today is May 12th, 2009, and thank you, Ruth, for joining us and sharing your memories.
You're welcome.
Ruth, when and where were you born?
I was born in Baltimore, Maryland in 1927.
And when did you come to Carroll County, and what were the circumstances that brought you out here?
1977. My husband found a house he fell in love with and took me out of my little row house.
And where was this house at?
It was off of 97 on Trixham Road.
Can you tell us about what the area looked like, what the house was like, your neighbors?
It was country. That's what it was. It was country. It was just, there was about 6 houses on the street and a farm down the end. And I was at the end.
So you're a city girl. You weren't used to the
Oh,
country.
yes.
Did anything happen while you were living out there that you can share with us?
Yeah, well, that's the first time I had seen cows, and they were just one house away. And also, my husband and our neighbor were sitting on the porch one day. They were both drinking beer, and they said, "Oh, look, there's a bear." And I said, "Yeah, there's an elephant going through my kitchen, too." But there actually was a bear running across the property, and it had started out in Westminster, and they couldn't catch it to tranquilize it, and they think it was the same bear. Well, that didn't sit too well with a city girl either. And then, of course, there were, cows. There was a lot of rural. I think Kmart was the only store there. There were no shopping areas. George's grocery store was there. And it just, I lasted a year.
So you only stayed out here a year.
Oh, yeah.
And then what happened?
Then when my husband died, I came back out here. My kids all moved out here. One came, the others followed. So I came out here to live, and of course I love it now. It's built up. There's a lot of traffic. It's home.
So how long ago has it been since you moved back out the second time?
I moved back out the second time, 1987.
And how had it changed from the first time?
Oh, you had Cranberry Mall, you had all these shopping centers, it was a lot different. You didn't see as many farms. And I'm not a farm girl.
After all these years, you're still not a farm girl?
No. No. I like it because it's built up. I don't mind the traffic.
So what are the biggest changes that you have seen?
Well, the Cranberry Mall, where Martin's used to be, Safeway, all the big little centers that propped up that we didn't have before.
Did your children grow up out in Carroll County?
The daughter I live with, yes, 3 of hers did grow up and my other daughter too, her 3.
Your
6 of my grandchildren grew up in Carroll County, yeah.
Do you have any stories that you would like to pass on to them about the difference in the changes that you've seen?
Well, I'm glad to see some of the grandchildren grew up here because I think it's a lot better than the city life they were in. Mm-hmm. I really do. And I think they got a chance to see what some of the rural people lived.
Did your husband work out here?
No, he didn't.
No.
He worked actually in Arbutus, but he was out and about here, and he liked it.
So he just came across the house that you guys
fell in love with it.
Fell in love with it.
I never did see the backyard.
And why is that?
Well, because I said, I'm not going back there. There's snakes. There's who knows what's back there. It's all wooded. Oh, no.
What were the neighborhoods like as compared to what you were used to in the city?
Well, the houses were a lot further apart. I don't think it was it was friendly to a point, but not like when you live in a row house. You have neighbors on both sides. Here, the houses are more far apart. But I really like it. I like living in a community rather than I would a house here, a house there. Mm-hmm. I like the community living.
And do your children live out here now? You said you lived with your
Oh
daughter.
yeah, everybody's out here now, except my one son.
Do you have any holiday or family traditions that you guys celebrate?
We used to, all of them. But, you know, as the grandchildren grew, I mean, you go here, there, and everywhere. It's not as, we don't get together as often as we used to.
What's your fondest memory of your time here in Carroll County?
I think the times when we all got together on occasions, I think they're my biggest memories.
Do you have any favorite places in Carroll County that you like to go?
The shopping malls and the park. I like the park. We go on picnics from here to the park. And I guess the shopping end of it mostly.
Okay. When you lived out here, what were your neighbors like? Do you have any?
I think they were very nice, but when you grew up in a row house for so many years, you knew your neighbors better. And I think a lot of the couples here, a lot of the wives work. So you don't see them as often. But I found them all very nice. I can't complain.
Okay. Is there anything else that you can think about that you'd like to pass on to us about the area?
I think it's a wonderful area. And I'm glad to see my grandchildren. I hope they all settle around here.
Okay.
I really like it now. As much as I hated it before, I do like it now.
Well, I'd like to thank you, Ruth, for sharing those memories with us.
Well, I was glad to do it.
Thank you.